Hello ladies, and welcome back to another episode. I'm your host Peyton, and I am so excited to get into today's episode because it's a super special holiday episode. Thanksgiving is here, Christmas is coming up, and it can just get a bit too easy to lose sight of our health goals, especially with all the crazy schedules, the parties coming up, all the events. So what I see happening so often is that we get caught in this all or nothing cycle. And I know that you know exactly what I'm talking about. When you're either totally on track, eating clean, working out, hitting your goals, or you fall off the wagon, go off the rails, and you indulge in everything. And then you tell yourself, it's fine, I'll just start fresh January 1st. But this cycle is exhausting and it's keeping you stuck. You're either feeling restricted and stressing out over every little choice, or you're overindulging and feeling guilty. Neither one of these is gonna leave you feeling good, and honestly, it's no way to really spend the holiday season. And I get it because I was there too. All of a sudden, the holidays come around and you feel like it's impossible to be able to still stay focused on your health goals and enjoy the season. But you can enjoy the holidays, eat the foods you love, create memories with the people around you, and still stay focused on your health goals. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. How to ditch the all or nothing cycle, reframe your mindset, and equip you with the right strategies to help you feel confident, healthy, and still enjoy all the good foods and create special moments this holiday season. So we've all been there with this all or nothing mindset, and while I already talked about how miserable and guilt-inducing it is, I want to take a step back and really look at why this mindset doesn't really move you forward, especially during the holiday season. This cycle creates constant extremes that detrimentally impact your health. On one side, you're super restrictive, and then on the other side, you're overindulging. But both of these extremes prevent you from building the habits that truly support your health and happiness. Restriction might seem like discipline, but it's not sustainable. You're missing out on baking cookies with your nieces and nephews or enjoying your grandma's pumpkin pie. And overindulging feels good in the moment, but it often leaves you feeling uncomfortable, bloated, and guilty afterwards. Neither extreme gives you the long-term results you're looking for. And every time you're bouncing between these extremes, you're sending the message to yourself that you have to be on track or you're a failure. And that black and white thinking is crushing your ability to trust yourself and your choices. And when you see yourself as either perfect or a failure, you're constantly battling the belief that there can be balance, making this a completely unachievable, miserable, unsustainable approach. But when we let go of this black and white, all or nothing thinking, we open the door to consistency and balance. And consistency is what truly moves the needle forward. It's not about being perfect, but about doing the small things day after day that align with your long-term health goals. And trust me, I know letting go of this all or nothing, black and white, I have to be perfect thinking can be so hard. I was there too. Because it's just so ingrained in us, it's so easy to think that if I don't follow the rules perfectly, if I'm not strict with myself, I'm just gonna lose all control. But once you step into balance and you go through all the strategies that we're gonna talk through today, it feels lighter, more freeing, and honestly, more enjoyable. You're gonna realize how easy it actually was. So instead of asking, am I doing this perfectly? Try and ask, what is one thing that I can do today that aligns with my goals? Could just be drinking more water, choosing more balanced meals, upping your protein intake, the small things that you can do to feel good. These little actions build up and they carry you through the holidays in a way that feels sustainable and empowering. I wish I could go back in time and tell younger me this, but when you stop putting so much pressure on yourself to be perfect, life just becomes a heck of a lot more enjoyable. You're able to celebrate the traditions, savor the moments, and still feel proud of how you're showing up for yourself for your health. This helps you build momentum going into the new year, and you're much more likely to make the progress, but also to keep the progress. Now, how can we actually reframe the way that we think about the holiday season? Because once we step out of the all or nothing mindset, we can finally step into thinking about this season in a way that feels enjoyable and sustainable. The first step is realizing that the holiday season isn't just about the food or being on track. It's about the connection, the memories you make, the people around you, the joy of the season. When you look back at this season, are you really going to remember how many calories were in your serving of mashed potatoes or how perfect your workouts went? No, you're not going to think about that. You're going to remember the people that you were with, the laughter and the jokes and the traditions and the memories that were made. That's what truly matters about this season. So does that mean that we should go crazy and totally ditch all of our health goals as an excuse as to not be mindful about our nutrition or to not get any workouts in altogether because we're so focused on enjoying the season? Also no, because like I said, both extremes are not healthy for us. And it's okay to still care about your health goals while enjoying the season. It's not about choosing one or the other. Instead of seeing your goals and the holiday season as being in conflict, start thinking about how the two can really work together. Because even with everything going on, the holidays can still be an amazing time to really nourish your mind, body, and your soul. And yes, that includes enjoying your favorite foods like pumpkin pie and holiday cookies, but it's also about the mindset that you bring to the table, literally and figuratively. Focus on alignment. Ask yourself, what can I do this holiday season to be aligned with my long-term health goals while still staying present and enjoying myself? This takes the pressure off and it helps you see the holidays as an opportunity, not something that you have to survive or get through. Another way to reframe is to focus on progress, not perfection. One choice, one habit, whether it's a workout or it's hitting a gallon of water or it's hitting your step goal, doesn't have to be perfect to count. Every little action adds up because the little actions and the small progress is what creates momentum. And momentum is what carries you through the season without feeling like you've lost all control. Most importantly, this season, we need to approach it with gratitude. When you start to focus on what you're grateful for, your health, your body, the people around you, it's amazing how much lighter you feel and how much more joyful this season becomes. And that's because gratitude changes the way that you see the season. It changes your perspective, which is so powerful. Instead of stressing over what you think you should be doing or what you're not doing, you're able to be present and you start to appreciate the moments, the food, and the memories for what they are, which is a gift. Overall, the holidays do not have to be this huge challenge to your health goals. They can actually be the perfect time to reconnect with your values, to build trust in yourself, and to show up in a way that feels balanced and sustainable. This brings me to my biggest tips and my practical strategies that you can put in action. Because we've reframed the way that we think about the holidays, now we have to get into the how. How do we actually put this into practice and find that sweet spot between staying mindful with your choices while also enjoying the season? Because truthfully, this sounds all good and great, like we could talk about this all day long. But when you're surrounded by endless holiday treats, busy schedules, and family dynamics, things get real and they get challenging. The key is to keep it simple and to focus on what's realistic for you. You don't have to overhaul your entire routine or do anything drastic. Just focus on a few small strategies that make you feel good and that are aligned with your values and your goals. Number one, start with the non-negotiables. Think about the habits that are most important to you, the ones that keep you feeling your best no matter what. Maybe it's getting outside for a walk every single day, or it's eating enough protein and veggies, drinking enough water. These are your anchors, the simple, consistent habits that keep you grounded even when the chaos of the holidays start to pick up. My second tip for you is to plan ahead, but stay flexible. Having a plan doesn't mean you need to control every little detail, but it does help to have a loose framework to help guide you. If you know you have a big holiday dinner coming up, eat a nourishing breakfast and lunch to help energize you. Or if you're traveling, pack some healthy snacks to make sure that you're continuing to provide yourself with energy so that you don't end up starving later on and overeating. But also remember that things happen, plans change. We can have a loose framework, but we can't be so strict that we stress out when something happens that's outside of our plan. We have to be flexible and remind ourselves that one unplanned treat or skipped workout isn't the end of the world. It's just a part of the season. Number three is to practice mindful eating. When it comes to those big holiday meals, slow down and really savor the food that you're eating. Instead of piling your plate sky high with everything all at once, start small, build a balanced plate full of protein, your fruits and veggies, then fill the rest of your plate with some of your favorite sides and treats. Pay attention to how your body feels as you eat. Listen to your hunger cues. Stop when you're satisfied, not stuffed. This way you're enjoying the meal without overdoing it and you'll feel so much better afterwards. Tip number 4 is to let yourself enjoy the treats. Yes, I'm saying it. You can and you should enjoy your favorite holiday desserts. Whether it's the pumpkin pie, my favorite, or the Christmas cookies, whatever you love the most, give yourself permission to fully enjoy it without the guilt. The key here is to be intentional. Choose the desserts that you really do love and savor them. A slice of pizza or a cookie is not going to derail your progress. It, again, is just part of the season. Tip number 5 is to move your body in a way that feels good. Movement doesn't have to be about burning calories or punishing yourself for overindulging with the pumpkin pie and with the Christmas cookies. Think about it as a way to reduce stress, boost your energy, and feel good in your body. Especially around the holidays, something is always better than nothing. So maybe you can't get your perfect structured workout routine in, and it's just a morning walk, or it's a quick resistance training session. Or maybe it's just playing in the yard with your nieces and nephews or your kids. Find something that fits into your day and feels doable. My last tip, tip number 6, is to end your day with gratitude. At the end of the day, take a moment to reflect. What are you grateful for? What made today meaningful? Gratitude is so powerful, especially during this season. season because it really shifts your focus from everything that you didn't do to what you did do and all the amazing moments that you experienced. We are not trying to be perfect here. We're trying to stay intentional and to do what feels good for you. So as we wrap this up, I really want you to take a moment and reflect on just everything that we've talked about today. The holidays don't have to feel like this battle between your health and the season. You don't have to choose between being on track or just throwing in the towel and starting fresh on January 1st. There is a middle ground as long as you can show up with intention, stay mindful, and give yourself grace. So your action item is to actually think about how you can take these ideas and put them into practice. Set your non-negotiables, make your flexible plan, focus on mindful eating and balancing your plate, prioritize your self-care, and overall focus on what truly matters, which are the people around you and the memories and the joy that you're gonna have this season. And I'll leave you with one more thing, which is there's no right way to approach your health goals and the holiday season. Everybody's holiday season is gonna look so different, but the strategies remain the same. So give yourself the time and space you need to prepare for this holiday season, tune into what you need, and align everything, all your actions with your goals and what you want long term. Thank you so much for listening today. I really hope that this resonated with you and gave you some ideas for how to approach this holiday season. If you found it helpful, share it with someone who might need to hear it as well. Make sure to follow along or subscribe wherever you are listening for more content just like this. Follow me over on Instagram at Trainer Peyton. I am very active over there. My DMs are always open, so if you ever need some extra support or guidance in your fitness journey, your health journey, please just let me know. Happy holidays, ladies. I will see you in the next episode. Bye.